The no talking rule that backfired spectacularly. Sophomore year, our school administration decided the cafeteria had gotten too loud. Their solution? A brand new rule that banned talking during lunch. The logic, apparently, was that silence would somehow make the lunchroom more productive and orderly. Everyone thought it was the most absurd thing ever. I mean, lunch is literally the one break we have all day, and now they wanted us to eat in silence like we were in some weird food meditation class. On day one of the silent lunch rule, things felt bizarre. The usual hum of voices and laughter was gone, replaced by a forced, uncomfortable quiet. Cafeteria monitors roamed around, shushing anyone who dared to whisper. It was like they were enforcing library rules in the one place that was never supposed to be quiet. People looked at each other across the tables with raised eyebrows, unable to believe this was actually happening. If you dropped a fork or even shuffled your chair, it sounded like a cannon going off. About halfway through lunch, though, someone at the back of the cafeteria broke the silence with a slow, deliberate clap. Just one clap, then another. Pretty soon, like some unspoken code, the rest of us joined in, one by one, until the whole cafeteria was roaring with the sound of clapping. It was this brilliant loophole. We were making tons of noise, but technically, no one was talking. The teachers were completely flustered. They kept looking at each other, unsure of what to do since they couldn't exactly punish us for clapping. The next day, the administration made a quick amendment to the rule. Clapping was now banned during lunch, too. But we weren't about to give up. If they were going to be ridiculous, we'd match them, rule for rule. That day, we switched to tapping our spoons against the tables. A whole cafeteria full of teens, rhythmically tapping spoons, making this bizarre metallic symphony. It was so loud you'd have thought we were a marching band. Again, no one was technically talking, and again, the teachers were powerless to stop us. So the administration struck again. By day 3, tapping was also forbidden, but we were already ready with Plan C. We hummed. Soft, eerie hums filled the cafeteria, like we were all monks in a choir. And when they banned humming, we moved on to snapping our fingers, which, let me tell you, sounds a lot creepier than you'd expect when 200 people do it at once. Each time they banned one of our noises, we found a new way to communicate without breaking the rule. Fake coughing, stamping our feet lightly under the tables, even shuffling our trays in unison. It was like this evolving language of quiet rebellion. The teachers looked exhausted. They were probably wondering why they'd signed up to be lunchtime police instead of just, letting kids have a normal lunch. It was clear that this silent standoff had officially become a battle of wills. We were like a collective hive mind of teenagers out to prove a point, and the administrators couldn't keep up. After a full week of this back and forth, the administration finally gave up. They called a school-wide assembly to address the issue, trying to make it sound like they'd reached some reasonable compromise. But we all knew they'd been outmatched. Even some of the teachers admitted that the rule had gone overboard, and that they felt it was unrealistic to expect complete silence during lunch. The rule was officially repealed, and in its place, they put in a much more manageable guideline to keep the noise reasonable. In the end, the whole silent lunch experiment turned out to be one of the best memories of high school. We didn't just sit down and accept a silly rule, we found ways to beat it, one ridiculous sound at a time. And the best part, the administration had tried to silence us, but our voices found a way to be heard without a single word spoken.